computer hardware tools. What is computer hardware tools? Computer hardware tools are handheld device that enables a person to install, remove, or perform a specific task on a computer. Before any computer task job takes place, oneself must be familiar first in identifying and selecting appropriate computer hardware tools in accordance with the task requirements and raise awareness in addressing hand tool safety concerns. Classification of computer hardware tools. In performing computer hardware assembly and repairs, it is very important to have a toolkit that contains all the necessary tools. Computer hardware tools are categorized into 4 diagnostic tools. 1. Electrostatic discharge tools. 2. Hand tools. 3. Cleaning tools. 4. Diagnostic tools. Electrostatic discharge tools. Tools that prevents the sudden flow of electricity to avoid damage to your computer components and parts. Electrostatic discharge is the transfer of electrons from one object to another. You probably know ESD better as static electricity, or static shock. So, when you work on the internal components of your computer, you may damage the components in the computer via ESD, and not even feel it. The electrostatic discharge, ESD, is an electrostatic phenomenon which makes a sudden and momentary electrical current flow between two different objects with different electrical potential. ESD tools should not be used with components subject to electrical voltage. An endostatic wrist strap, ESD wrist strap, or ground bracelet is an endostatic device used to safely ground a person working on very sensitive electronic equipment, to prevent the buildup of static electricity on their body, which can result in ESD. A flat surface that a keyboard or other electronic device can rest on or a person can stand on in order to discharge static electricity. The mat is either grounded or treated in such a manner that it absorbs static electricity. Anti-static gloves are able to suppress electrostatic charges when being worn by a person handling delicate, static-prone materials. These static eliminators dissipate static charges without using any chemicals or treatments. All anti-static gloves are reusable and may be washed like normal gloves. Hand tools are used in the performing tasks like computer assembly and computer repair. These tools are manually operated by hand and are available individually or as part of a computer repair toolkit. Toolkits range widely in size, quality, and price. Called Torx, 6-point, and Star. Torx are a 6-pointed star-shaped screwdriver. Originally designed in the 60s to outperform hex screws, Torx is a trademark name for a screwdriver that fits Torx screws, commonly seen in sizes Torx 6 to Torx 40. Phillips screwdriver. A screwdriver that is designed to be used with a type of screw called a Phillips head screw that has a slot in its top that looks like a cross. Needle nose pliers, also known as pointy nose pliers, long nose pliers, pinch nose pliers or snipe nose pliers are both cutting and holding pliers used by artisans, jewelry designers, electricians, network engineers and other tradesmen to bend, reposition and snip wire. A hex key, also known as an Allen key or Allen wrench, is a small handheld tool that's used for driving bolts and screws with a hexagonal socket. They are available in many different sizes, though they all have the same hexagonal-shaped tip. A flathead screwdriver is a screwdriver with a wedge-shaped flat tip, used to tighten or loosen screws that have a straight, linear notch in their heads. This flat tip is perfectly sized to fit into a screw with a straight head slot with a corresponding shape. Diagonal pliers or wire cutters, or diagonal cutting pliers or diagonal cutters are pliers intended for the cutting of wire. They are generally not used to grab or turn anything. The plane defined by the cutting edges of the jaws intersects the joint rivet at an angle or on a diagonal, hence the name. Tweezers are small tools used for picking up objects too small to be easily handled with the human fingers. The tool is most likely derived from tongs, pincers, or scissors like pliers used to grab or hold hot objects since the dawn of recorded history. Part retriever, used to retrieve parts from locations that are too small for your hand to fit. A punch-down tool, also called a punch-down tool, eye tool or a chrono tool named after the Chronal connector, is a small hand tool used by telecommunication and network technicians. It is used for inserting wire into insulation displacement connectors on communication and network technicians. It is used for inserting wire into insulation displacement connectors on punch-down blocks, patch panels, keystone modules, and surface mount boxes. Flashlight. Flashlight is used to light up areas that you cannot see well. Cleaning tools. Cleaning tools are essentials when maintaining and repairing computers. Using the appropriate cleaning tools helps ensure that computer components are not damaged during cleaning. A lint-free cloth is a special type of cleaning cloth that does not give up any fluff when used. Being free of lint means the cloth is less likely to build up a charge, which can cause ESD, damaging electronic equipment, like HD televisions, computer monitors and digital cameras. Computer brush. Computer brush used to remove accumulated dust under of your computer. Gauss duster, also known as canned air or compressed air, is a product used for cleaning or dusting electronic equipment and other sensitive devices that cannot be cleaned using water. A cable tie, also known as a hose tie, zip tie, or by the brand name tie wrap, is a type of fastener for holding items together, primarily electrical cables and wires. Parts organizer. An organizer box is a type of storage box featuring small compartments for sorting components like screws, nails, bolts, washers, etc., or for pills. The compartments can be separated by removable dividers. Diagnostic tools. Diagnostic tools are tools used for testing computer hardware to check for its functionality. Multimeter. A multimeter is a measuring instrument that can measure multiple electrical properties. A typical multimeter can measure voltage, resistance, and current, in which case it is also known as a volt-ohm millimeter, as the unit is equipped with voltmeter, ammeter, and ohmmeter functionality. A loopback cable is also known as loopback plug or loopback adapter, which is a plug used to test physical ports to identify network issue. It provides system test engineers a simple but effective way of testing the transmission capability and receiver sensitivity of network equipment. LAN tester or cable tester is an electronic device used to verify the electrical connections in a signal cable or other wired assembly. Basic cable testers are continuity testers that verify the existence of a conductive path between ends of the cable and verify the correct wiring of connectors on the cable. More advanced cable testers can measure the signal transmission properties of the cable, such as its resistance, signal attenuation, noise and interference.
Checking of hand tools. Once selected, use the tool for the purpose for which it was designed. Not all tools come with detailed instructions, but there are those that do spell out the safety do's and don'ts for your safety. If there are set-up use options, operator judgment must always be based on what is the safest way to use the tool. Identifying unsafe or faulty tools. Environmental Safety and Health Program requires the following. 1. All tools be kept in good condition with regular maintenance. 2. The right tool be used for the job. 3. Each tool be examined before use, and damaged or defective tools not to be used. 4. Tools be operated according to manufacturer's instructions. 5. The right protective equipment for the tool and activity be used.